Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to Joy Spiritual Guide Tarot. This is a reading for the collective for all 12 zodiac signs, all astrological zodiac signs. So, this is a reading for you, and this is what you need to know going forward. If you are new on this channel, you are welcome. We appreciate you. Endeavor to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you've got any question, please, or any comments, let's hear it in the comment section. So, okay, here we go. I call upon you, my ancestors, my spirit guide. What do my collective need to know today going forward? What do they need to know going forward? Okay. What do they need to know going forward? Okay. Okay. All right. So the first card I have here is Three of Swords. So this is indicating a cycle that has ended, or that has just come to an end, or that will be coming to an end. So this is a heartbreak, someone going through a heartbreak, or someone who's been through a heartbreak and needs healing. As you can see, the sword is still piercing in the heart. So some of you could actually need a whole lot of healing, and some of you could actually need a whole lot of therapy. And if you've gone through this in the past, and if you don't know how to heal, a good way to start to heal is meditation. Is a good way to start. What you eat is another good way to start. Talking about it is another good way to start. Trying to reflect on what you did right, what you did wrong is another way to reflect and to heal. So I always say, whatever you do in life, give it your best. That way, if it doesn't work, you don't have to worry too much or bother yourself. So that's what I'm saying here. And for some of you, it's a beginning of a new cycle. And for some of you, started a new cycle. And it's looking very, very positive. And then some of you, the cycle you actually started, some of you, it's a whole lot of hard work. I'm seeing there's a whole lot of job to do in order to get to your goal, to accomplish what you want and where you are heading. For some of you, have a dream life or dream style or dream way of how you want to live or how you want to do things. And for some of you, you are focusing on yourself, particularly doing what is right for you. And for some of you, this is a relocation, ideally long distance relocation, more like an international relocation. And the minimum I'm seeing from the card here is from 6 months, years. It could actually be years. And for some of you, might be having cold feet in relocating from what I'm getting. But the thing is, instead of you finding excuses why you can't relocate, think about the reasons why you should and what experience you are going to gain from that, the knowledge and the awareness and the exposure, and the reason why you need to make these changes I'm getting, and the reason why you need to relocate, or the reason why you need to move for some of you. And for some of you, you have actually moved, and the reason why you should keep steady on your grind. And don't take any BS from anybody. Stand on your truth, stand on your ground. Do something, whatever you choose to do it fairly. I'm getting, you need to do it fairly. That way, whatever you're doing doesn't bounce back at you. So make sure, if you are going through these changes, or if you're making changes, I want to say a particular word, but I'm not going to say it, so YouTube don't flag my video. But what I'm going to say is, wherever you see the truth, it doesn't matter who is with you, or who you are working with, or who you are speaking to. Even if it's your kids, your family, your parents, whoever, speak the truth as it is and cut the bull crap. Okay, no BS, no nothing. Just be honest, straightforward, and speak your truth. And if you're in the position of authority as well, use your position to speak the truth in setting records straight, what I'm getting, and also setting records clear from what I'm getting. And if you're in the power of wooden justice system where someone has been left out in the cold, use your hand of authority and make sure you give justice to whom is due, because the hand of justice is seriously calling at this time. And as you can see, it's also coming up on the card here, justice. Okay. And this is more of a mental. It's more of a mental. I'm seeing more of a communication, strong communication skills here. Strong, not just communication, but the way the message is passed across is very well understood. The way the message is delivered is very well understood by those audience, or by the people who are listening to it, or by the people you are giving the justice to, or you're going to be giving the justice to. That's what I'm getting. And for some of you in the position of authority, for some reason I'm seeing, I'm tempted to say protect yourself, but I'm not going to say that is much of a concern, because some of you are highly protected, okay? And protection I'm talking about here is you are seeing things for what it is. You've seen all the nitty-gritties, you've seen all the details for what it is. No one can pull the wool on your eyes, no one can fool you. And you're using your position, you are really speaking out for what it is. And for what I'm getting, for some of you, all the hidden information, all the hidden answers, or all the hidden results you've been waiting for, or you are not sure on how to go about it, you'll be addressing this and you'll be speaking up on this. I'm seeing more. Many of the collective is you speaking for other people to get justice. That's what I'm getting. The hand of justice is on the card for some of you. So, and for some of you, if you've lied or you've been in a situation where a whole lot has been covered up, for some reason, the wind of change is going to blow and the truth will come out, okay? The truth will come out. And for some of you, I'm also saying, for some of you, based on your experience of what you've gone through, you've decided, for some of you, it's made you isolated. It's made you isolated, that you are not giving out love and you are not receiving love. It's one of them ones, it's like closed door. Someone offering a cup of love, as you can see from there, and is ignoring it. It's more worried looking at this one here rather than, So this is a position of someone being more like in a in a thinking mode, not moving forward, not going, more like being stagnant, thinking of what has happened, thinking of what has been lost, or the situation or whatever, and would rather stay as it is rather than take action or move or make a decision or go out there, explore or not explore, or give an offer or take an offer in return. They rather stay where they are. That's what I'm getting here. And for some of you, this is a rebirth. For you, some of you have been waiting for this cycle for a very long time. I'm getting. For some of you have gone really through this cycle for a very long time. So you've been waiting, actually. Some of you has been waiting for a rebirth, for something to happen and for something to change, for something to transform in your life. Some of you have been stagnant for a long time. So you are going, some of you, is metamorphosis time. You're going to be transforming. I'm seeing in the future a whole lot of transformation, a whole lot of metamorphosis, a whole lot of things, a whole lot of change, wind of change coming, a whole lot of justice, a whole lot of judgments. So if you have failed to call judgment, if you have failed to speak the truth, or if you have failed to address a situation, the universe is going to force you to address that situation. And the universe is going to force you in a situation where you're not going to have any choice than to start speaking about it. You're going to be start speaking, you're going to be addressing it. And this is more of the universe intervening, because for some of you, it's giving you more chances to take action. You are not doing that, or you just been in the position where you are stagnant. For some of you, you don't know your way out or how to go about it. And for some of you, you thought, okay, this is the most favorable one or most favorable thing, so you might as well stay there and take it as it is. But that's not the case. The universe is stepping in at this time. And for some of you, you've been on this journey for a very, very long time. You've been on this journey for a very I'm getting more situation, more like kids involvement, not necessarily marriage from what I'm getting here, but it's more like a kids children's matter here I'm getting. And for some of you, based on your experience, you want to give somebody offer, but you taking forever your time, your sweet time. You don't want to rush into things. And when I say this, sometimes I think when people tend to do this, for some people, it's more like leaving your option open or trying to go out there to explore more to see what is out there for you. For some of you, and for some of you, the situation you've gone through before was something is unavoidable. It's not something that you saw coming. It's not something that you could have predicted, and it's not something that you know exactly when it's going to happen. But it did happen, and for some of you, you want to give an offer of love. I'm seeing here a whole lot of offer of love to someone, and for some of you, you already have somebody in mind you want to offer this to. But for some reason, you're just observing. You are just looking. You're taking your sweet time, you holding, you know what you want to say for a whole lot of you. You know what your mind needs or what your heart and soul needs. For some reason, you're still just there like moping, like looking or thinking. But you do have words all over your mouth to speak. But for some reason, you are not speaking. So this is more what I'm getting, is more like someone being in control and taking charge and making sure that whenever they make the step is quite solid and not messing about. And for some of you, you have options. Okay, you're looking around trying to filter to see what's going on. And for some of you, you are just in a hermit mode, observing. And this has to do with someone who has a lot of experience, someone who has had a whole lot of experience. So for some of you, actually, you're quite wealthy. For some of you, you're very rich, you are contented. You're actually in the position where you feel like you don't need anything from anyone. You don't want to offer anyone anything. You just want to stay where you are for the time being and see where that goes. Obviously, in future, maybe you might consider doing something in a way that changes your lifestyle, the current lifestyle you have now. But at the moment, some of you want to stay in your current energy and in your current lifestyle where you are at the moment. So for some of you, it's more like a fun time. You are engaging with family, you're engaging with friends, you are going out, you're having fun, but no attachments, okay? And for some of you, I don't know why I'm seeing this energy. For some of you, you are running. It's more like you are running, okay? You're running from commitment for a whole lot of you. You're running from relationship. You're running from family. You're running literally from everything. So what I see here is you guys more or less focusing on the bag, mainly on your money, what makes you happy. And for some of you are just being selfish. And there is nothing wrong with being selfish. But you are being selfish in a way where you don't want anything that will take you out of your energy or will take anything out of yourself. You are not willing to go any inch mile outside of your comfort zone to do anything for anybody or anything that is not what you want to do. So for some of you, it's more or less taking charge, being in control, and just being quiet and being solid at the same time. For some of you, I'm seeing solidity, quite solid for a whole lot of you. So it's how many energies coming here. So you have someone of a justice in the position of power who is calling the shot, who's deciding, who's making decision, who's cutting the crap, who's giving justice to people who is due. That's what's coming forward. And I'm seeing some of you as someone more on authoritative figure, not in a negative way, but authoritative figure because that's the position they occupy. A kind of an attorney or a lawyer or a supreme judge or something like that, being your position of power and calling the shots. And it could be in anything. But I'm getting mainly when it has to do with justice, lies, truth and lies. That's what I'm getting. And for some of you, you are in a resting mode. You want to think. For some of you, you are thinking. You're just laying down thinking. You are in this five of sword energy, four of sword energy, I mean. You are just thinking, you are just reflecting. And for some of you, you are just tired. You just want to have a mental clarity. You just want to think and see what plan you can come up with, what you can do next. So for some of you, it's more of a mental mind kind of situation for what I'm getting here for a whole lot of you. And for a whole lot of you, I don't know, I'm getting well done. I don't know what you did or what it is that you after or that you've been seeking for a long time. And all I could say is well done. Because some of you are actually very, very tired. You're actually very, very tired. You can see the sword here. Someone who has been through a lot, who has been disappointed, who has been stabbed in the back. Someone who is really exhausted. Literally, is one of them when you knock someone over, instead of standing up, they just lie down on the floor there and take a nap in order to regain energy and strength to even stand up. So some of you, you've been through it all. For some of you, you're in the 10 of sword energy. So that's a very bad place to be. Or that, yeah, that's a very bad place to be. Or for some of you, you've been in this place in the past. So, and for some of you, the universe is smiling at you at this time. So, whatever project you are embarking on is going to be successful and loudly successful, that everybody is going to see that actually you put in a lot of work and you have achieved your work, and a whole lot of people are going to be happy for you, celebrating with you, proud of you. I'm getting. So, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. I don't know what you're doing or what you intend to do or what's going on in your life, but the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. So the hand of justice, and when I say justice, is good results, good karma, good work, good ethics, good a whole lot of things coming up here, but in a positive note because you've really worked for it. And for some of you, you are taking actions, you are not even slowing down. But what I'm gonna say, if you're going for something and you've been on this energy of go, 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 it's asking you actually to also slow down and take a rest so you don't break down. For some of you, it's asking you to take a rest. And for some of you, you've walked away from something that is not good for you, that is something that is highly toxic, that you are disappointed. And based on that, for some of you, you just literally moved. For some of you, moved out of that community, or you moved out of the city, going on a new quest, and you are open to something new. For some of you, you don't even want to deal with the past or talk about it or remember the past. You just want to start all over on a new dimension, on a new scale, on a new project, on a new love interest, on a new family interest, on a new quest, on a new career, a whole lot of new coming up here. So, depending, different people, different things, but something you have started new mainly. I'm not even saying it like you want to, this is something that has already started from what I'm getting for a whole lot of you here. Let's see what else do my collective need to know. So, and for some of you, because you are in this comfort zone of yours where you don't want to move, you're taking your sweet time, you're doing what suits you, you're doing what's best for you. You don't want to go out to do what that doesn't serve your interest. I'm getting some of you can actually be tying yourself down in this way. So it's asking you at this time to, yes, protect yourself, obviously, do what is best for you, but it's also asking you to be open, okay? Be open to people, be open to communication, mainly communication. Be open to it and speak to people and be free while protecting your energy and yourself. But it will do you more good to talk to people a whole lot to gain more information, insight on new things happening, new projects, and all the necessary information that might and may and will be beneficial for you if you interact and open up and associate with other people rather than just being by yourself. So, and also, if you've been keeping a secret from somebody, it's highly likely they're going to be finding out what that secret is if you've been hiding something. So why the universe smile at some of you and you are in the hands calling the justice, like I said, a whole lot of communication here. And if you're hiding something, they're gonna be finding out. Whoever you are dealing with or whatever you're dealing with, the people are gonna be finding out. So if you know what it is and it doesn't serve a good purpose, it's asking you at this time, communicate to the people that you need to communicate and let them know what it is rather than them finding out what it is, which wouldn't go well. That's what I'm getting here. So let's see what else. So it's asking you to take a leap of faith, okay? Communicate, associate, and speak to other people. And you never know all the information and the things you need for the future. You're going to need it at some point in your future. So communicate, and all any information you gathered, then you can keep those information. Even if you don't use it now, it's for the future. I'm getting. So associate with people rather than isolating yourself, from what I'm getting. So your reading here says angel card, angel spirits, oracle messages says, if you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself why you are still there. Is it fear or unknown? Living toxic situation or people can be the best thing you could do for yourself. Relate with people. So relate with people, and your soul and your spirit will be free and fierce. So exactly the point we are talking about here. So you say when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It is closed for a reason. You are being redirected. Something far bigger and better endings. You are part of the cycle of life. Move. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. So for some of you who are leaving things behind, like I said, or traveling or relocating or something new, it's asking to be open to it, okay? That's the best way to go so that you can get all the results of everything that you need and be successful in your new quest. No matter how much you are being tested or pushed right now, stand your ground, speak the truth, and push back. Believe in your own integrity and self worth so much that no one can get in the way. The hands of justice, I'm talking about. Have the confidence to keep moving forward and speak. You can, and we do this. So, exactly. So, if you're in that position of authority we talked about, make sure you're using it for the good cause and giving justice. And when I say giving justice, please do not look back. What I'm getting, I don't know why I'm getting that full blocked, like, yes, well, whoever you are dealing with or whoever you are speaking for, they well deserve it. So if you're in that position, please give people justice. Try to help because they might need it. They will be needing it. Souls are dying if you are not speaking up. Souls will be affected if you are not speaking up. People will go into depression if you are not speaking up. So when you see something bad, call it out. Okay, it's asking you, use your position of authority and do what is right and serve humanity. Even if you don't want to serve humanity, but use it and give people fair justice, and don't be a closed mouth even when you know you can turn people's life around. That's what I'm getting here. So let's see what oracle message you have here. So we said, will you leave me like others? So if you're in a love interest and someone, you need to speak. Okay, you need to speak. Don't just sit there and be quiet. Like I mentioned in one of the cards I show you earlier on, just sitting there and not accepting. So he said, will you leave me like others? So you know who you are dealing with, you know your intention, you know what you want to do. So address situation, whether you're gonna stay, whether you're gonna leave, whatever, whoever you're dealing with, always speak to them. Don't leave people in hanging or limbo, because when you don't address it, not addressing is already an answer. It's already a no. Okay? So why don't you just address it more in a nicer way? That way, even if you decide to part, you part normally and no one gets hurt, smoothly and decently and respectfully. So I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. So if you know who you are dealing with, that the person deserves better, like I keep saying, communicate, okay? Communicate. You might not say that you deserve better or whatever, you know the language that appeals to you. I don't want to be the one to tell you. Whatever language that comes to your heart when you want to address things, situations like this, address it and speak to the person. Even if they're going to cry, it's fine, but they're going to, summon the courage to see that you're actually a good person and what you did was actually right. To say, don't put up with my BS. Okay? So if you're someone over tolerating things, like I'm saying, this justice thing is really calling out strong. Okay? So speak out on it. If you're in that position, try and speak up on it. So this is what the card is saying. So I think that's all I have for you. Let me see if I could give you one angel guide message, just to see what guidance card you have. I call upon you, my chi, my ancestors, my spirit guide. What do my collective need to know? A guide message, what do they need to know at this time? Okay, so a guide message says this is an opportunity helps extra cash or other or others to support, or support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun. When performing your task, the most tremendous success comes from passion, being committed to it. All effort will be rewarded big time. Keep moving. Okay. So it says a lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. Okay, before I finish this, let me address this. So what he's saying is a success is coming your way. Success can come in different way other than monetary. So I just want to tell you that blessings and success, people can be successful in various ways. The universe blesses everybody, blesses different people with different things. So whatever you have in you, you need to develop it. There are people who are blessed by making money, people who are blessed by speech, and that speech they make will still bring them money. There are people who are good in the justice system, giving justice, and that way will give them money. There are people who are good in singing, and that singing will give them money. There are people who are good in counseling. There are people who are good in teaching, and that teaching will give them money. Counseling will give them money. So whatever talent or whatever blessing you have, what is saying here, nurture it. Money, 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 gaining cash is not always the answer to all problems, but doing that which you love will also bring you money. So nurture your gift. Don't envy anybody or what anybody is carrying. Nurture yours. Yours will pay off because this universe, there's a whole lot going on. So in any field you find yourself, there's always clients. I'm guessing there's always client, people you can work for, and people who can work for you, or people you can sell to, and people who can also buy from you. So he's saying, if you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. Appreciate what you have. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potentials. Okay. So when you take responsibility, I know sometimes many people don't like doing this, but it's actually good. It's for your own development. In as much as a whole lot of people don't like taking responsibility, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It helps you see the truth in yourself, and it helps you develop yourself. So a nice, as long as it's not being insulted like criticism. So a nice criticism is not bad. So my collective, all 12 astrological zodiac signs, this is what I have for you. Endeavors to share, like, comment if it resonates with you, and click on the notification button. Thank you. Bye.